Yeah, I'm gonna open up with something we keep about. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, we're going to turn face to east. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Kakadash, double honor to all the apostles and all the bishops, great millstone, who was still well. Peace, blessed to the house of David, the elect, beginning with 144,000, man. All right, we buzzed in Great Millstone, Jackson, Mississippi. All right, this is our Sunday camp. You know, you got it, bro.
Looking at this place, America, Mr. Babylon, you can understand and tell why Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua hates this place. Because this place enables sin. This place enables sins in all manners and all fashion of ways.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
Now you can do that so easy nowadays. You can just call her up. She can have a man on the side. You can call her up. Or when you're at work, you can call her up. You send down with another man's work. You can send her money. You can fly her over. You know, you can. This system, this beast technology has you, and you can it enables you, easily to commit adultery, commit a sin.
Sin is convenient.
It's convenient. It's convenient. You can set up a robbery. You can easily lie to someone. Say you here and there, and you be in their crib or something. This place is convenient. It's convenient. It's used for witchcraft, adultery, and just straight up wickedness. Because what women mostly use the internet for? The prostitutes. The only thing.
If I can add, you look at the internet, when you look at the word prostitute, it means to stand before, or to set thyself before, because a prostitute will have to put themselves, because in the ancient world, the prostitutes will have to put themselves in the way that men will travel through. So they will have to make sure that they will be in the paths that men will be going through. So now, that's the internet. So what do women do? They make sure that they put themselves on Front Street on the internet. It's just another form, it's digital prostitution. Okay, a woman getting flown out, and these different men in her inbox, begging her for dates. That's just another form of prostitution, man. You got it.
And in the ancient world, they had to come up to you, and do that certain kind of thing. Because I remember when you had mentioned that, I remember a scripture that popped in my mind, Ecclesiastes, where Solomon was talking about, you got to be aware of that woman who comes up to you like, come to my bed with me. It's filled with cinnamon and, spark, such and such. And that's what they basically do. But it's on the whole world wide web. It's for everybody. And and the young women, and the young women, they look at these models, these women that getting rich off this. That's they look at them as that's the ideal woman. Let me be like her. So now you have these sexy reds. Now you have these Megan Thee Stallions. Now with Jake, you have what? A man fashion himself to be a murderer, to be a thug. That word thug comes from that word thuggy. Thuggy, and that comes from a god. It's two gods. It's two evil deity idols that Jake patterned himself after. I think it's Diva, Thuggy. And what? The World Wide Web gives you these things. They promote these things. This beast system promotes, harlotry. It promotes harlotry, wickedness, and murder. And you can understand why the Most High hates it, because the other nations are not promoting any of that. Like the beast system doing.
They've been influenced to the beast to promote it now. Because Esau has pretty much turned everyone away from morality, man. Okay? This is why the Lord, he's at the point now to where he's going to intervene, okay, and just cause major judgment to take place in the earth, man. There has to be a cleansing because under the rulership of Esau Edom, you know, he's been like a plague in the earth, and that mindset, all right, dominates the earth now, man. You know, just like before the flood, you know.
Because a mindset is what's that word looking for? Contagious. A mindset is contagious. You understand why it, you know, that mass death has to come, that mass destruction, because you can't let someone with that mindset live, because look, they're going to spread it. I remember, I'm going to use our people as an example when they were coming out of Egypt. I remember back in Egypt where it was like this. I remember back in Egypt, we ate that. Y'all remember Egypt? Y'all remember Egypt? Man, it was so, man, it was wild. Well, we was turning up. And you know what? You know what? Let's build that golden calf.
Yeah.
Let's do that again.
Yeah. Let's burn all our jewelry up and build that golden calf. Just how niggas, I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, you got it.
Just how niggas have songs about family reunions and stuff. You know? And they have songs about reminiscing with their family. They have songs about Christmas, songs about Easter, whatever. But it's all reminiscent about captivity. You know?
That's why we have to what? That's why we have to mentally get out of this place. That's why we have to mentally get out of this place. That's why we have to mentally grow up. Grow up from Babylon.
I got it real quick. Because going into it, you know, the reason why you say you have to cut plagues out early because it is spread. And this is an example when you go to the law. Leviticus 20:13, if a man lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. And if a man take a wife, all right, and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you. It also just proving the point how wickedness has to be rooted out. Okay? You cannot let wickedness become a culture. In this society, wickedness has become a culture. Confusion has become a culture. Okay? And then it shows you that even what Goliath did, he dealt with the mother, then he dealt with the daughter. You know? That act is punished by what? Fire. Okay?
And Jacob said for the incident too. Like a lot of they got a spirit on them, they'll be dealing with a chick mom. They also want to deal with her too when the mom not around, man. You know?
On the sleep.
And Eve be with it. You know? Because the mother is always in some type of competition with the daughter. You know?
Right.
That's why you have to keep that low. That's why you have to get rid of, you know, attack that mindset, because again, it is contagious. You have to get rid of that, you know, to start over, to make something pure.
This is Sirach 10 and 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
He loves that. This man loves, you know, going with the same sex. This man loves dealing with other men's women, loving other men dealing with his women. This man loves lying. What? This man cannot rest unless he causes something to fall. He can't rest unless wickedness going on. Because what? That upright and straight path, that narrow way is not his. To him, it's not enough room. It's not enough room. This man like to get buck wild. This man is a wild man. What? We said Jacob was the plain man, dwelling in tents. Esau, he was in the field. This man loves to get down, you know.
This is Psalms 52:3. Speaking of Esau eating the wicked, it says, "Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness."
And that's him. You know, this man, he'll lie to you for no reason. You know, like a child. You know, a child, he do something bad. It wasn't that serious, but what we're gonna do? This, that, I don't know. You know, and that scripture said, this man is like we have a child over us. And back to, you know, how sin can be contagious, that mindset, because look, when the scripture says you're going to be judged for every idle word, that's mean, every idle thing you agree with, right? And like, say you agree with sin, like something evil going on. Like, say you like, oh man, I don't like it, but I ain't gonna say nothing about it. That's dangerous too, because what? You're letting it pass and you're letting it to grow. You not being into it, but being okay with it is still as dangerous as being into it. Gonna make sense.
They don't want to make a judgment call. But we're here to make judgment calls, man. We're not here to be comfortable. Like, that whole go along to get along spirit. How about you shot not with that, man?
Leviticus 5:1, and I read in the NLT. If you are called to testify about something you have seen or that you know about, it is sinful to refuse to testify, and you will be punished for your sin.
Ah, bro, you a snitch. You a snitch. Nah, bro, you 12. You 12. Black culture. Black culture.
I mean, that's it. I got one for you in Isaiah 5. The book of prophet Isaiah chapter 5, and getting to the point, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
And that's America, Babylon the Great. Because being what's that word? A chaste woman, a woman who keep it to herself. Oh, you lame, you a prude. That's the word they use. A pick-me, prude. Oh, you lame, you can't let him control you. You free. And what they promote, adultery, wickedness. Everything in the scriptures, tells you to be, this place tells you to be the opposite and paints the scriptures to be what? Misogynistic, patriarchal, which it is how the Most High set it up to be. But they show you that to be evil and wicked, Toxic masculinity.
Yeah, America's basically like a demonic portal. That's pretty much what it is, man. Even case in point, like you call yourself, walking past or driving past a graveyard, it has a very dry, vibration to it, man. That's why we're supposed to, abstain from, corpses, man, because it has an unclean presence. But America's like that in the spirit, man. There's a scripture in the Psalms say our bones are scattered at the grave's mouth. But there's like unto America, man. Pretty much now the tribes are just out here. You know what I'm saying? And taking, just out in the open.
But what do they say about a whore? She has a high body count. A whore that has sex with a lot of men has a high body count. But America historically has a high body count. And the philosophies within America, especially within Israelite culture, Israel culture, it engenders death.
Let's say she had lived in pleasure, dead while she lived.
She's dead while she lived. So the 12 tribes are addicted to instant gratification. Even killing somebody is instant gratification. Because you have that desire because of conflict to kill somebody and you act on it, that's instant gratification. So in the hood, it's full of death. It's full of adultery. When you commit adultery with somebody's wife, you kill that man. That's a sting, man.
You put an end to that line.
Yeah, you put an end to that line, you kill his spirit. If you was into that woman, it's full of, the Israelite communities is full of traumas, man. The Israelite community is full of death, man. And that's why the scripture says, the valley of the shadow of death. It's of a low frequency. You go to the hood, man, it's a low vibration. Then you go to the suburbs, like the sky is bluer when you look at the sky. The trees are greener. Like they got lakes out here. So when you go to the west side of anywhere, the south side of anywhere, it's like you walking through a big graveyard.
And it's by design, man. Like, it's designed to be like a desert.
Yeah.
But it's spiritual. Yeah. Like you said, the valley of the shadow of death.
But what is a desert? What is the key word in desert? Deserted.
Deserted.
It's deserted. Yeah. So it's deserted, first of all, of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. It's deserted of family structure. It's deserted of nutritional food. It's deserted of what?
Order.
Order. It's deserted of everything the Most High told us to have. It's deserted. What did it not say in Isaiah 60 that we should no more be called like desolate and forsaken? So this is a forsaken people. So when people from other countries drive through Jackson, I had just talked to a guy from Canada, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard Jackson is very bad, very bad." I was like, "Nigga, you ain't lying." When people would drive through Jackson, they say this is deserted. It's deserted, man. But not just Jackson.
Yeah.
Anywhere where the curses are in effect.
But you had an Edomite, like, he had a certain channel on YouTube, but, he drives through America to pretty much commentate on the inner cities in America. And we came to Jackson, he was like, this is the worst place he experienced on earth. But primarily, like you said, right. But anywhere, like, it's a high concentration of Jake, that's their response, that's their reaction.
Because where's the, especially the straight up Southern Kingdom, like in America, because I think Northern Kingdom, their places are really messed up in their own habitations, like in the favelas, Brazil, Central South America. But like over here in America, Judah, we got the worst hell, man.
And everybody see it.
It's forsaken.
It's something you had said, instant gratification.
Yeah.
That's why I say we gotta grow up from America, because what? A child wants to be instantly gratified. And America makes excuses for it. Like you want that instant, you see something, right? Say if you see something, you instantly want it. You take it. America has made an excuse and called and gave it something and called it kleptomania. Nah, it's called being a thief and you can't keep all your hands off the store.
That's right.
Yeah, they love to put a diagnosis on wickedness.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, big word.
Big word.
Nigga wicked. That nigga a thief.
Period.
That's being a child. You make excuses for your own actions.
And it was a good word you used earlier, enable. Because LDI Swamlet shared a video. A thing they want to push now is, different criminals and maybe even potential criminals on some Minority Report type stuff. They want to put the karagma in them if they commit a certain crime to make them feel like they experienced so many years in jail. But next right, they just got a karagma in their head. But they make it seem like the person ain't gonna commit the same type of atrocity, man. And they really push them for that too.
What they call nympho, somebody love sex.
A nymphomaniac.
Just goddamn undisciplined.
Sexually insatiable.
Yeah.
When the scriptures personify Israel as a woman in Ezekiel 16, it broke down a nymphomaniac. It was like she lusted after this prince and that prince, and this was, that's just a whore. A nymphomaniac is just a whore.
What was that what you said?
A nymphomaniac?
No, the scripture.
Ezekiel 16? Ezekiel, when they personify Israel as a sexually undisciplined woman, man. But now they just call it being single. All right?
I got this. You got a precept.
God.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Okay. Baruch 3 and 9. Hear Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom. How happened it says, how happened in Israel that thou art in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxing old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. So like you say, our people are in an extremely spiritually dead state, and it shows in their behavior. Till our people are only driven, by their lower nature. And you look at our people now, everything that our people participate in is their own self-destruction. Everything that our people do from in this day and age right now is to their own self-destruction. Like you say, niggas glory in adultery, destruction of family. Women glory in being independent. Dysfunction in the family. The diet that niggas glory in is killing them. The music that they listen to is killing them. There's nothing that niggas do that has anything to do with life. Even if it's the spirit of consumerism, niggas into buying houses and cars, but see, no one is interested into anything that has to do with life. Being a nigga, is the only thing that's glorified amongst our people. But like you say, a nigga, they'll look at you lame if you're an engineer, if you're an electrician, or working ass nigga. Like, nigga, how you think life can continue? Like, nigga, but somebody gotta work. But you saw them paint that image, to where, cause these videos and shit, they played a major part into what our people think life is, man. Like, That's why I say Esau really can scrap the metaverse, man, because niggas are already in the false reality. Niggas already exist in the false reality.
It's
man.
facts, bro.
You know, like niggas think that they can just live putting on clothes and outfits and going out and shit. Like, nah, man. There's an order to life, man. Like, someone has to be preparing the next generation. See, we live in a time, didn't nobody prepare this generation. Because the parents is into themselves, self-worship. You know? So this is a generation that nobody prepared for. That's why these niggas just out here wild, the women just out here wild. No one prepared for this next generation, man. You know?
It showed this reason why the Lord reserved the remnant, because, like the elder mentioned, the valley of the shadow of death, dealing with Jacob. You know, in America, it's the valley of the shadow of death. So we in the land of the lost, man. Excluding the elect. And like, you know, like the priest Allah is getting into, our people are used to microwave results. You know, Jay, we just live in the moment, man. But living in the moment gonna get a lot of Israelites killed, man. You know? Especially the time we entering into, man.
I got a quick one. The brother made a point. You made a point. All right, Ecclesiastes 3 and 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Because you mentioned consumerism. So I was thinking, the nature of this society, Jake is always in a state of consuming. Whether it's food, clothes, women, Jake is out, drugs. Jake is in a state of imbalance. Because you embrace, and then you retire. So you go to sleep, then you wake up. You eat, then you stop eating. So you're not supposed to eat all throughout the day like a grazing cow. You're not supposed to have sex all day like native animals. Or you're not supposed to just buy, as though you're in some shopping spree. All right, you're not supposed to just do everything in the imbalance. The Most High created earthlings to embrace and then refrain from embracing. You know, even with the Shabbat, you refrain from embracing on the Shabbat. You have to retire to recharge.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That's it, bro. America never charged us to reset.
Nope, it doesn't, man.
You know, you just put yourself on empty, man. That's why, you know, there's so many Jakes out here through. And we've been noticing a lot of time at the bus station / train station, it's a lot of young Jake that's lost. You know, a lot of young Jake that gave up, man, and that's horrible. You know, and the older generation see it. So, like the priest like y'all says, like, well, damn, like what the future gonna be like?
This generation this generation children can't become adults. Like the Lord got to stop it. You know, I fully believe that this generation of children will not become adults. 11, 12 years old today will not become adults by this standard, which is 18, 19. You know, our Barakas out, man, because you know we see this generation. So we got to understand Esau, when he does his enchantments and his social engineering, he plans it for the next decade. So we're witnessing the social engineering and enchantments that was happening in the early 2000s until now. Now, if these motherfuckers grow up, we're going to witness the enchantments he's been pushing out since the 2015, 2016. And then you got to think, these children went through the lockdowns, the masks, and like they fucked up. Like they really did something to their development. Like they went into it, you know, can't speak too much on it, but them having their face covered, because like when you young, that's when you recognize, you know, like you're supposed to see people's faces and like they do something to development. Esau, he studied this shit, you know. So it's like we don't even know the damage that he did to these children of this generation. You know, like we don't even know. You're not gonna know the effects until they become adults. You know,
because everything you want to instill in a human, you do it the first 7 years of their life.
Yep.
It is now they're going off that program. Because after the 7 years, you do everything through repetition. But those first 7 years are very porous years. And they're very malleable those first 7 years, man. All right.
I got this. Okay. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction."
You see that? The ways of America, Babylon, and great world can pollute you, because what? That's all they promoting. That's all they promoting. It's what? As I said before, adultery, murder, rape, robbery, how to be a goon, how to be a thug, how to be a diva, how to be a bad bitch, how to be all these things. And what? It'll pollute you. Like that alphabet stuff.
Then the average Gen Zer, there's like 21, 18, they're lesbians. Like, don't get me wrong, I saw it when I was in high school. I mean, you probably saw it a lot. But now you meet a woman that's like 20, 21, 22. That's nothing for her to be with a woman. Like, yeah, she an open bisexual, man.
Yeah, no cultural norms.
Like you said, because you made a point, this generation won't become adults mentally. This generation won't reproduce itself.
Nah.
I heard one black bitch say, when she was on that podcast, The Smart Guy, she said she said the man is a producer. But it was a left-handed attack towards us. She was like, in a feminist reality, the man is a producer.
Yep.
Like a plantation.
Yep.
Where you just here to make a baby and keep it moving, man.
Yeah, because now Eve pretty much just treated the man like a tool.
Yeah.
They didn't flip the script, so to speak, which we know that like scripture tell us, desire not a woman for pleasure. Like a woman's supposed to offer more than just sex. Like she brings more than just sex to the table. And we're in a society where they just use men for that.
Yeah.
Because in Eve's mind, they don't need us.
Yeah, the average so-called black woman is a man. She's a man. She thinks like a man. She's an NWA, a nigga with an attitude. That's what she is, man. That's how, if you don't think that's your enemy, you fucking up, man.
America, Babylon is right. The whole system, everything in it is bad. It's bad. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. I like this doctor. I like that doctor. I go this way. I go that way.
But now that's Satanism. Because what the wicked leaders do, they either turn things upside down or they invert it. They turn it inside out. And that's what you see with the society. But they giving you that saying when you got a so-called good man or good woman, they go to a big city and start, they was good at first, but they go there like, you're going to get turned out. But that's what Satanism does,
Nelson thinks. The brother, Elder Ricard Thorne brought it out this week at camp. I want to use that term for double think. What's going to include double think is the act of simultaneously accepting two contradictory beliefs and truth.
and they also call it cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, come on, brother.
Along with a synonym for that, double think. So they call it double think in the book 1984 with George Orwell. Oh yeah, they call it double think, man. That was gonna be the mindset in the new NWO. You all these multiple contradictory philosophies. But the psychology word for it is cognitive dissonance. You got two contradictory beliefs and your mind at the same damn time, man.
Here it is. You would say these the left, these alphabet people, they'll say love is love, but then they be pro-abortion.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Right.
If it's love is love, pro-abortion, right, that's deletion.
Yeah. And then they're saying, Eve has that saying, love is love, but you live in an environment with a very high murder count, like a high murder rate, man.
Yeah.
Like Eve is very vindictive. Eve has a very vindictive nature, man.
Or they'll say we cussing, but then all they listen to is drill music.
All they listen to is drill music, man.
Yeah. So it's like, this is why the Lord says, I think it's good.
And they call each other bitch.
Yeah.
Call each other bitch, call each other bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They do.
They do. They confused, bro.
They NWAs, bro.
It's Isaiah 10 and 5, and it says, "O Syrians, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and take the prey and to tread them down like the mire on the streets."
Like the scripture says with their lips they honor me. The nigga tribe, y'all got a sense of the Most High in them. But then they got that Roman Catholicism covering their spirit, man. So they all know that there's a Most High, all right? But in their actions, it's so contradictory, man. A nigga got a cross on But we're talking about another man's wife, man.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
Here it is, niggas are march for Black Lives Matter. Okay? But then he'll go to the hood and promote gun violence. You know?
Drive off listening to Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
Yep.
the woman to be Black Lives Matter, but she's pro-abortion. So it's like, damn.
That's a contradiction.
So you get a video on it. Migos, Quavo.
Yeah.
Take out.
Yeah, he went to Kamala Harris talking about to stop the violence, some shit, the gun law. Like, nigga, every song is about guns.
And it was take off?
It was Quavo. Quavo and I think it was his mother and the nigga women, the matriarch. You know? They're like, nigga, you on the front line promoting this shit. You know, like, come on, nigga, like, how can you be against, just like Meek Mill, here it is, you going and trying to get laws changed, but then you rap about killing niggas from song 1 to 20.
So your 99% of wickedness is gonna trump that little advocate shit you be doing at 1%. The 99 gonna trump that 1% every time.
Walking contradiction, Tupac. Walking contradiction, Marshall White. Walking contradiction.
Yep.
You know?
Because you can't say the baby's the baby, all right? Y'all for the baby, but your mama's like, you can't be so pro-black, but you pro-single mother at the same time. Like, you can't bring back the race for single mothers, man. You see, sometimes you know situations happen where a woman might be a single mother, but we can't start it there.
No.
You know?
And I speak as a man, but I think that's why a lot of these Jake rappers was pushing the independent woman spirit, because just going back to that the vibration of Queen of Heaven, no coming up under their mom, and you such this young tough Jake. You know what I'm saying? You really ain't coming out of the situation because y'all want to keep that cycle going, man.
Don't you understand that that's a war tactic? George Floyd ain't shit. Them choking that nigga to death ain't shit, man. Nah, creating a matriarch over your nation. That's the George Floyd. Yep. That's us being choked out of our manhood, man. Yep. If you look at the track of what this man has done to us, he stunted every type of growth that we had. But the matriarch doesn't produce growth. No. It just produces dependency. Yep. So he supports that shit. But anything where it's being coming together, building, we gonna bring that down. Yep. All right.
Y'all had said, you had brought that scripture about hypocrite. Hypocrite is that man trying to play that middle ground. Yeah. That middle ground. Because what do the scripture say? A double-minded person, a man is unstable in all his ways. And what? Mostly everybody in America is what? Unstable. You're looking at an unstable world, an unstable society. Nigga get mad, he want to kill you. He see another nigga woman, he ready to commit adultery. I saw a video. This is man, this is dude, he was walking with his woman, right? Bruh saw him with his woman, he immediately tried to fight him for her. Like, no, bro, she bad, she coming with me, like.
I saw a clip, a bunch of put it on IG, dude walking with his woman, a nigga come towards their way, he just come and rub her stomach as he walk past her, you know? But Jake really is dark like that, man. You almost be ready to kill a motherfucker, man. But Jake is a psychopath, man.
And Jake so flipped out in this society. You catch another man with your supposed woman. The fact he got caught, he want to kill you. But it's supposed to be the other way around. Like you and her need to get taken out. You know?
Because the nigga already scrapped, anticipating that you might come in.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as I'm not gonna get into it, man. But hey, horror, man.
Yeah, because really Eve is responsible for a lot of this shit.
Eve, the Satan steers Eve to kill a lot of niggas. Yeah. Eve be in the middle of a lot of niggas dying, man.
Yeah. That shit excite them. Like the point you made a while back, they thrive off of chaos, man.
Yeah. That's when Eve say a man is born, that means he got structure. You know? That means that there's not all this unnecessary bullshit surrounding this man. Cause like they say, Eve love a nigga that's just got through from a high speed chase. You know, now he run in the house and get under her bed. Now that's the shit Eve love. Like, hey, put the dope up. Hey, put it in man room. Put it, they ain't gonna come in there. You know,
put this in your pussy.
Yeah.
Basically a child. They want a big child.
Yeah.
You know?
And Eve love take care of these big grown ass niggas, man.
Hey, a bitch told me that And I called her out on this stuff, change the narrative. Cause she was like, I'm tired of taking care of niggas. I'm like, well, I said, what's up with y'all taking care of niggas? Then she was like, well, they start off with having something, then when they get with me, then they like go to, like, nah. Your first narrative, your first thing was, you said you tired of taking care of niggas.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. Cause that nigga that posted he was homeless, they had 1,000 women.
Yeah.
Them niggas be trash before y'all get them.
Yep.
99.8%. You got some niggas that play their role, then they fall off. Ton artists.
Yeah.
But 99.8% of them niggas, them bums, the EB producers, them niggas be bums before you get with them. They be prison niggas before you get with them. They be street niggas before you get with them. Then they try to play the role like they morphed into that. Nah, this nigga 28.
Yeah.
He is what he gonna be.
Yeah, because he got green eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's like to say, Eve puts swag over structure every time.
Every time.
She puts sex over structure every time,
Them
man.
niggas be trash when you get them. You know they be trash. But then with us, we gotta be
100% providers.
yeah, we gotta own the LA Dodgers. Yeah, you own them, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be in the skybox with the suit, you know what I'm saying? Like that, yeah.
10 days, man.
Yeah.
10 days to get it together.
I got a precept, man.
Yeah.
This is Rock 3 and 9. It said, for the blessing of the father established the houses of children,
That's the patriarch.
but the curse of the mother rooted out foundation.
You know what I realized? Jake be out here bad because he was raised by that matriarch, right? And if your mama died or if your mom cut you off, you don't know shit.
Nah.
If you was raised by your mama and your aunties and your grandma and nobody developed you, when they cut that screen, you done. So, but I noticed when you raised around a bunch of men, you was up under your uncles, you was under your dad, you was building things, you was working. It don't matter if you got cut off, because you know how to work this job, and stay alert, brother. You know how to work this job for 40 hours, man. You see? See, that matriarch don't develop men to be independent.
Nah.
The irony is, it want women to be independent.
Yep. Because what does it do? In the matriarch, it shows you ass backwards. Because you know how the father would hand the daughter off to her husband. Now you're responsible for her. But in the matriarch, the mother hand the son off to his baby mama.
Yeah.
That's why a nigga go from living with his mama to living with his baby mama.
That's right.
Then he'll leave that baby mama and leave with the next baby mama. You know?
Yep.
And then they all tied up, so now he gotta go live with the auntie that still feel sorry for him, like you say. The matriarch fuck these boys up.
And if I could just land back too, we also in the age of accountability, you know, because there are certain situations where you can have a man being raised by his father and mother and still end up sorry, man.
Hey, you know what I realized? And that's the curses. But also, hey, that's a good point. I'm glad you made that, brother. Nigga culture.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my.
Yeah.
You know, because I've seen that. You can have that stern, strict dad, and you still want to go out and be a street nigga, knowing damn well you ain't come from that bullshit. But you're right though, bro. You can have that. You can have that structure, but you just infatuated with nigga culture. It seems more rewarding to be an NBA young boy than a carpenter.
Instagram.
It's same thing with a woman. A woman can have her dad in the household and still be a stripper, still be a hoe.
And we just seen it though, like middle school, like the chick, she'll go to school with the dress on, you know, it should be so-called Pentecostal something, but she'll
take it off.
Yeah, she'll come out that damn dress.
Yeah, we're at the bus stop, she changing clothes at the bus stop, man. So yeah, like you said, we're at the age of accountability. Now it's about the individual, man.
Yep.
Because conversely, you can come from that matriarch and be a man's man, you know? You can come from a single parent household and be a structured so-called black man.
The power of the Lord.
The power of Yahweh Shema Shah. You can have a bunch of, you know, same thing with a woman. You can come from a fucked up situation and still come out a decent woman, man. You know, is Yahweh Shema Shah dealing with you, first of all, man. All right?
Yeah, integrity.
Integrity, man.
Yeah, integrity too, man. Because, like I said, you can have, I always make the analogy, you can have 5 brothers grow up in the same neighborhood, all right, and 3 of them ain't shit, but 2 of them turned out all right.
Yeah.
You know, they come from the same environment, because when they do experiments, what do? They have a thing called controlled variables. Yeah. You know, like you're doing something with plants, you make them get the same amount of sunlight, you know, same water, same temperature, you know, and then you kind of measure the results, you know. But you can have a situation where you have 5 brothers who grew up in the same house, same neighborhood, in the same circumstances, and 2 of them are have integrity. And it's like, look, they are looking like, I don't want to turn out like that, you know. And them be some of the men with the most drive.
Yeah.
Like they work their way all the way up
right.
because they be having that drive because they really came from that shit.
Yeah.
Or it's like I say with women, there's certain women that see that shit like, nah, I ain't gonna go that way. And then you see those women with all this drive, and, you know,
it came from their struggle.
yeah, it came from not trying to be that shit, man.
Cause she saw her sister had them 2 kids by that sorry ass nigga. She saw that struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't finna be dependent on the government and all that. Yeah.
I got a quick definition. Because we always going to it, this is social norms. It says social norms are shared standards of acceptable behavior by groups. Social norms can both be informal understandings that govern the behavior of the members. It said that govern the behavior of the members of a society as well as be codified into rules and laws. So social norms or cultural norms dictate the behavior of the people that buy into those cultural norms. Like you say, your father can be giving you a certain standard, right? But when you go out into the world, that's the whole shit in the school system too. So the school system, that's where you get a whole nother set of cultural norms. Because your father and mother can be raising you and have structure, but then you going to school and spending all this time with niggas with different social norms. So as a child, you're gonna be impressionable, so you want to fit in with everyone else, you know? So Esau got that set up going too, you know? But that's why, you know, everything is rooted back to Esau either, man, you know?
But you can break it down, but I just want it down back.
Oh yeah, you got well. So we in the time now, and that's why the scriptures speak about us what? Being new creatures. All things becoming new. Because it's all poison. You got to pronounce all this shit. It's certain things that we come into the truth, man, and you think is okay, and you still try to linger in it. But then as we mature in this thing, man, it's some bullshit, man. You know, like we keep growing, man, you keep cutting shit loose, man, it's some bullshit, man. You know.
It's spirit, because the brothers, I want to say in Des Moines, Iowa, they went into a lesson, going into how, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is telling us to travel light. You know, we need to travel light. So, you know, we pilgrims, we on the move. You know, you learn to cut particular things off, man, or just, you know, it's not necessary. You know, it's not necessary for the mission, or you may have indulged too much in particular things. But like you said, bro, you know, we learn a lot of this shit ain't normal, man. It's just that we grew up here. You think it's normal. Shit ain't normal, man.
That's another thing too. I was telling him the guy picked up. He was like, I was like, bro, like in Jackson, this they world. Like you grow up out south, out west, you can't just up and travel. You 12, 13, 14, 15, I'm like another factor to factor in. Like this all they know. Like that's your world. Like South Jackson, that's your world. So going back to what you were just saying, in your mind, there's not a world outside of your neighborhood.
And that's a real thing too, bro, because speak about Esau Edom by way of this system, cultivating mindsets, developing mindsets. If you got Jake that are able to travel a little bit, but this all they know, because I know because we related to him.
Yeah.
You know? Jay mindset is if they're going to leave their area, they're just going to go to another hood in another area, man. Yep. It's no growth, bro.
Yeah. Nigga leave South Jackson to go to Bankhead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There was no growth.
Like, what is it? And then, like you say, like, you can tell, like, especially with ride share, you know, because you be on North or Madison, you're taking you know, you're taking most people to work, to their careers, and you're taking people to the airport. But like you say, man, you get rides, you get caught in that loop in South Jackson. Yeah. You know, you get a 4-minute trip with a stop. You're like, what the hell you stopping there?
Yeah.
What you doing 4 minutes?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's Jake world. Like, Jake,
Yeah.
3-minute trip. You like, God damn, what the fuck you doing?
Yep.
They don't be prepared either, man.
No.
They don't be ready.
Yeah, I be antsy. I be like, man, like, you know I was coming, nigga. In my mind, I'm like, nigga, you know I was coming, man.
You 18 minutes out, then you get that nigga still ain't ready for a 4-minute ride. Like, man, see.
Nigga arguing with his girl in the house while her keep giving me 2 more minutes. Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
But like, that's their world, man.
Yeah, I leave, bro.
But as you were saying, you start as you grow in this truth, you start to cut things off. Keep cutting things until there's a great gulf fixed between the old you, the people of this world, and you now. The one that's molding himself to Yahweh Shah. That's why Yahweh Shah is not dealing with a double-minded man or a lukewarm person. But wait, he said he was furious. He said he was fury out his mouth. He's gonna say, go ahead.
But now, it's a spirit that fire truck drove past us and said, always ready. You know, I was thinking about it too, because what you said linked up what the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar said on the line recently. Now, I want to say, yesterday, pretty much how you really, when you grow in this knowledge, you really fully involved, you begin to just hate this world so much. Like your hatred for this world continues to grow. You know, so you won't be in a lot of situations that attach you to it, because you constantly, like you say, you constantly cutting particular things off.
Yeah, you really be in that Uncle Ruckus spirit.
Yeah.
Like beside him loving Edomites, like he really in the right spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you laugh about it, but he really be in the right spirit.
He hated nigga culture.
Yeah.
I want to read the scripture I just quoted. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out my mouth, because thou sayest, I am rich, and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
Yeah, so it's a constantly, leveling up in this thing, man. You know? And that old man, you gotta kill him every day. You know? And feed the new man, which is in the spirit, man. You know? Like, man, it's a thing, man, like, that I've been doing, like, matter of fact, if you just do the opposite of what niggas do, you gonna grow.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
Like, if you do the opposite of what niggas do, like, I done had, because I be listening to, like, instrumentals or pianos, like different piano players, like Chopin and Beethoven, and, different piano players, man. And you know what makes feel good? When you be riding and the nigga say, you from Jackson?
Yeah.
So, but it's just a sign of growth, man, because we are such a cultured people. Everything that has to do with class and culture, they come from us, man. Like all the symphonies, and you go into the painting, the arts, okay? You go into the fine wine, the different cuisine.
Etiquette.
It's us.
Yeah.
So we really embracing it. Like, you really embrace that shit, man. Cause like, nigga culture is getting worse, but guess what? We becoming more alive, man. And when the plug pull, guess what? The Lord gonna make us more alive, man. The Lord gonna put spirits on us that we gonna be alright, man. Like, we gonna be emboldened in this shit, man. This they world is dying, man. This our world coming to life, you know?
And it's visible even to the people of the world, because when they look at you and how you operate, they'll say stuff like this. Are you vegan? Are you a Muslim? What are you?
Yes.
Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that?
What's your religion?
What's your religion?
People want you on that same program, you know? Because that matrix. Like, when you operate outside the matrix, you look different to the robots.
Yeah.
But everyone else is moving like a robot. You gotta think about it. Esau tell these niggas when to get mad, when to get happy. Okay? Esau tell these niggas how to dress. Okay? Esau tell these niggas what cars to buy.
The archetype.
Yeah.
The robot.
These niggas are operating on robots.
But the nigga matrix will attack you for not being in the nigga matrix.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a younger man, your 20s and under, you might get attacked for not being a nigga, for not being Tyrone. Like, the pussy ain't gonna like you as much. Cause like they'll look at you like, I remember when I was younger, pussy like me, right? But then you start talking, they see how you act. Like, man, he that nigga though.
Yeah,
He ain't no street nigga.
Eva always look at your clothes, look at your shoes.
Yeah. But now that could be a good nigga woman repellent.
Yep.
Let me leave my hair like this to keep Eve away from me, man.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not gonna see me with no dreadlocks.
I did. That's why I wear work clothes most times.
Yeah.
Don't even be doing shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all. Go ahead.
But no, the amazing part about it, when you look at a lot of billionaires and trillionaires, but we'll just stay in the billions for right now. When you look at how they dress, you can say even millionaires and billionaires, when you look at how they dress, it ain't so much about their outward appearance because they don't got to prove nothing.
And then look, if they do, if it is some $500 shirt, it's a very covert brand. Like it ain't gonna say Tom Ford. That's for the niggas. Cause I found out they got like a elite. Every brand got their own elite edition for real millionaires and real billionaires. So it's not gonna say Tom Ford on that bitch. It's gonna be like a little emblem. It's gonna like a little regular shirt, but it's a brand.
It's subtle.
It's subtle. But if you inside that circle, like you know. Yeah. Woo. But you should tell the story, man.
I don't want to say, bro. Let me tell y'all about my experience. Look. If you ain't fitting to that nigga category, you ain't looking at him, but you all still, you just keep it to yourself. The black woman hated. I had someone scream at me. I'm just doing myself. I'm just doing me, working and stuff. I call her scream like, why you look like that? That's your face, Steve.
See, and then she wants
just screaming out at work.
She wants your worship.
That's what it is,
and
bro.
then also they hate Jake with confidence.
They do.
Eve hate that shit.
They do.
Because Eve, one of her duties as an agent of Satan is to constantly chip away at your confidence, man, till you always doubt yourself, man. You know, and if a brother, man, if you in that type of situation, man, it ain't working, man.
Please get out.
Please get out. They can literally kill you, man.
Yep.
They can really put type of stress on you, man, and kill you, man.
Hey, yep. No, you gotta see it spiritual. Even Esau has a systemic oppression against Jacob, but he's re-engineered Eve to attack you on a very interpersonal level. Because I gotta say this, bro. Our Father, right? His name is He Is. Like we have faith in Him because He's the all competent power. Mm-hmm. He's omnipotent, mean all powerful. But who's His son? Yeah, Khan. But who's His other sons?
Oh yeah, Israel.
Israel. So don't we have that trait of like I am, meaning I can? Yep. Like I'm all. So
that's confidence.
It's confidence, and I don't mean it in a prideful way. But if our power, His whole thing is I can do anything. You know what I mean? Like I did all this.
It's that old.
Don't you understand it? We're offsprings of Him, so we're supposed to have a I can mentality. Yep. And what I notice about the society, it makes you not know your own potential. Yep. That's why I be talking about like different projects within the brotherhood, so you could cross these bridges in our minds to learn different things like what we're capable of doing. You might not even know that you can change the tire, but even doing that, that'll boost up your confidence.
Put the start on.
Yeah, put the start on. And once you do that shit,
Should take 15 minutes.
yeah, and once you do that shit, it's like you didn't reach another point in your mind. Overcoming the matrix is not just knowing we the Israelites and he the so-called white man. We're really being healed from this shit.
Yeah.
It's remembering who you are. It's a process. Where Neo means new, but it's like that's the part of being this truth is like understanding like what you are capable of doing, not doubting, man. And we gotta go through challenges of fear to get to that point. You know?
And it builds up that confidence so once you have to do it next time, you're like, oh, I can do it. I can do it for this long.
Yeah.
I know I can do it for, I can do it a little bit longer next time.
The first time it might take you an hour, now it takes you 20 minutes. Go ahead.
And it's beautiful because me and the brother Brisa Yachi watching your man's David Goggins, right? And he was saying in one of his recent talks, basically he had went for a run and some dude that drove past him, pretty much he had circled him. You know what I'm saying? He had came back around. I'm not sure how long it took him to circle him. When he came back around, he had slowed down. Goggins still jogging. And he was like, man, why the fuck are you out here? And then David Goggins responds because you not.
Yeah.
But like you said, going back to that dominant spirit within Israel, that I can spirit, because the world, they don't want you to have it.
School fucked us. 12 years of school is fucked us. You didn't learn nothing in school. All right? Then you had entertainment culture. So we wasted hours watching BET, watching filth on the internet. So we never got our brains stimulated in a lot of cases until we came into the truth. So now it's time to grow. Like you said, in every facet of life. I know how it is being a nigga, so let me see how it is being a prince. I done spent the first 18 years being a nigga. So let me spend the next time until Yahushua get here developing myself as a fucking king, man.
Yep. And something as simple as reading. Like you just said, doing the opposite of what niggas do. Niggas don't read, man.
Reading is royal. That's a noble leisure. putting information in your mind, that's a noble reason.
So I say even going to, I was in some things like when you have nobility, you know pretty much you pretty much know all the history of the other nobilities. You know,
yeah.
Like you really understand the history. Like that's why you go into the Persian Empire, the Babylonians, the Romans, the Caesars, and kind of go into. You be familiar with all their history. You know, so that's a noble trait because when you're ruling, okay, guess what? You can come into some of the same situations that other rulers have come into. You see, and then knowing the history of how that went down helps you further make a decision. You know.
You know what I realized, bro? Is that when you study kings, you can handle a situation that you mentally couldn't handle unless you put yourself in the mindset of a king. If you wasn't in the mindset of a king, a situation would conquer you. But if you put that throne in your head mentally, you'll be able to conquer that situation. Just because you change your perception of yourself.
You learn from different other experience. It's a saying in this world: if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
You know, and what our people repeating the same action that we did in Babylon, that we did in Egypt, coming out of Egypt. And what happened? They got destroyed, and a remnant was saved. And what's about to happen? Destruction. And what? Remnant gonna be saved. You know.
I want to get this in the 2 Corinthians. This 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in the matriarch, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
So your perception of life has become new. You just come back from a stroke, from amnesia, but you've come back from a stroke in the palace. So your first life, you was in the hood, you was in America. But when they brought you back to life, you woke up in the palace. So now you gotta learn what food is from a royal perspective. You gotta learn what women is from a royal perspective. You gotta learn what clothing is and for music is from a royal perspective, man.
Even though it was through, they showed you some of that, like, coming to America.
That's what came to mind.
Too, you know?
He woke up in a kingdom. And the way they ate was different. How he dealt with women was different. Supposed to have been different. These westernized niggas. I believe his clothes is different, man. All right?
They started teaching them over his forefathers.
Yep.
Because now, guess what? And the apostles, now there was the elder brothers in Dallas, they made the point. These niggas look at the baby. But really, man, we're supposed to gauge ourselves out of our forefathers, man.
Yeah.
I know goddamn the baby, lit baby. And it's always a baby.
Yeah.
Baby, the regular baby.
Or young this.
Young.
Little.
Hence the emasculation of the so-called black man. If you think them niggas are not CIA agents, then you're fucking, you're delusional, man. They're all actors, man. Why would Esau be that comfortable with having killers rapping? Unless he didn't have an agenda that he benefited from, man.
And it's one of them commercials that's out. They show little baby dressed like the Baphomet, man. He got horns on his head. So you look that shit up, man.
He been worshiping the goat. And that Baphomet go to the divine, what you call it, when you do a gender?
Androgynous.
Androgynous demon?
Androgynous, but then it's a divine, what you call it? Hermaphrodite?
Hermaphrodite.
It's the divine hermaphrodite. And that's why they got, when you see Baphomet, you got a little medical symbol on it too. Because they create that divine hermaphrodite. But then, like you say, like, everything becomes new. Because in the world, remember in the world, what we was doing? We was always trying to get our rocks out, some type of way. But like you say, when you think of royalty, now, like brothers get on the senior attention. So now you looking for every opportunity you can, where you can go as long as you can without it. You used to look for every opportunity to get it, so now you kind of look for, okay, I'm gonna try to go on the stretch. You got women, you gotta do benevolence, but just everything is different. Now you thinking of, man, let me see how long I can go without you. Instead of cuss, like you say, grades and all day, like everything becomes new for real, man.
And I the desires for myself, like, just to make myself exclusive.
Yeah.
Outside of the brotherhood, for you to come into my life, you have to be embedded.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Women, whatever, for her, Yeah, family life, for you that come into my life, it ain't just, oh, she's dead. No, for you that come into my life, you have to be vetted. I know sometimes the flesh make you a little weaker, but just they have that mindset. You know, she's got to get vetted.
Yeah, like really, like women, like the way the Lord got it set up, man. There's certain women out there that's groomed for brothers.
Yeah.
You know, like they was groomed, you know, unknowingly for particular brothers, man. And if a woman really ain't groomed for you, man, she ain't gonna work.
Because we've been in this truth. You've been on this truth. If you've been in this truth for 10 years, 5 years, if you've really been immersed, you're not compatible with most women.
Nah.
Not at all.
If you've been in this truth, if you got a MGTOW going your own way movement, and they're not compatible with a Western woman, how much more us? We've been in this portal of Israel for at least 5 years, 10 years. You naturally not gonna be, you know. But hey, any brother, any closing statements? Hey, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba,
Kwame
Yashalom.
Yashalom.
Shalom. I see you out there in the spirit, brother.